I started from a stimulus check. Come on, y'all. Come on. So if I can do it, you can do it too. 13 orders unfulfilled. We're gonna package them up today. I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much. If you guys have placed an order with me after watching my video on YouTube, y'all, I really appreciate it. So we're gonna go ahead and package all of these orders. And y'all, what just happened? Because I got monetized. When I posted my video about the 19-day show like a week ago, y'all, I had 533 subscribers, and today, 1 week later, I'm sitting at 2,000 subscribers, y'all. Like, what happened? Thank you, Jesus. This is just so nice. I'm so excited to see where 2025 brings us. I laid all the orders out. These are all the orders. Thank you guys so much. Now I have to go ahead and package everything up and then put it in shipping boxes or mailers. But some of them are missing some items, so I have to go and check those. But this one is finished. That one is a single item. That's done. That one I have to change the button to a different color. That one is done. That one is done. I have to package it up. That's done. This order is done. This one I have to make a blue scrunchie for that one, and I'm missing hair claws for this order, and I have hair claws in another order too I have to check. And then I have this order that's done and this order. So I'm excited to package them up. She's excited for our orders going out. You want to hold it? That's heavy. Oh, no. You gonna hold it by yourself? That's too heavy. Now you struggling to the post office.
You got 8. Go ahead.
And I have more too.
No! I told you to hang in there, right?
Yeah, you
You
did.
go on the bottom, and then she said when you're done,
Yeah.
it says shipping form, print that out.
Okay.
Because you're going to start having like 20 and 30 and 40. You
know.
don't want to have, just bring that loose.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you.
Okay? Let me give you the receipt.
It's only 5 o'clock and it's already dark. Isn't that crazy? I don't see any bubble mailers as of yet. I might have to go to Walmart. I didn't want to, but I may have to. Well, let's see if I can find my mom's envelopes. The bubble mailers will be here, I'm assuming, because this is where the padded mailers are. Yes. It's 2025, y'all. It's time to update this calendar. I cannot believe it's already January 2025. Today is the first Wednesday, second, third. Is it 31 days? I don't know. I'm gonna put it anyways. If it's wrong, I'll change it later. I got this little sheet. It came with the whiteboard. So cute. Self-love should be this whole entire month, to be honest. I'm gonna put that on there to remind myself. Self-love is gonna be the top priority. What else should we add on here? Me time? Need that too. Top priority. My only plans for today is simply relax and also film little moments for this video, and that's it. Nothing else. I got my handy notes, y'all. I have to have notes now because I feel like if I don't have them, the video just goes to the left, to the right, all over the place, and I really need to stay on track because I don't need my videos being an hour long. Yeah, I don't know why. It's like when I start to talk, I go to another subject and then the next subject, and then I don't know where I even started. So I was like, we're gonna have outlines for our videos so we can be more professional going forward. So I got a question on one of my last videos that asked me, how did I start X in Beauty? And I realized that when I looked back at all my other videos, I don't really have an actual video telling you guys how I actually started X in Beauty. I started X in Beauty just 4 months postpartum after having my daughter. I suffered really bad from postpartum hair loss, y'all. My hair was shedding so much that I was seeing my actual scalp, and that was so devastating. I was so prepared for everything else, but I was not prepared to lose my hair. I don't know why, because a lot of women go through this. This is very common, but for me, I just thought that that just wasn't going to happen to me, and y'all, I was dead wrong about that. So immediately I wanted to figure out a way to grow my hair back. I started researching everything, and I was always that girl that would always make up concoctions in the kitchen. I would put eggs on my hair, banana, avocado, like I would mix it up with different oils and stuff. Like I would do that all the time even before I had my daughter. So like the first thing I wanted to do was go online and see what was a good ingredient that I can put in my hair so I can grow my hair back. So that is the basis of how everything started with X in Beauty. I started doing a lot of research to see what I needed to grow my hair back. After I did all the research, I started ordering products so I can go in the kitchen and start formulating some products for my own hair. I wasn't thinking about selling them to other people at this point. This was just for me at this point so I can grow my hair back. The first thing that I decided to formulate was my hair growth oil, and that is actually the hair growth oil that I am selling now in my shop almost 4 years later. So our hair growth oil was the first product that I was playing around with. I ordered oils, essential oils, all these different things, and I started my formulating process. I didn't know that it was called that at the moment. I was just mixing ingredients and I was writing down what I was putting into everything, and I realized that it wasn't as easy as I thought. So there was certain ingredients that would literally itch my scalp. I'll be like going like this all day. There was ingredients that were too just harsh for me, so I started eliminating certain products until I came up with the formula that I use today. My oil is literally just made up of carrier oils because I've tried all the essential oils. Like I researched everything that can help grow my hair back, and a lot of the oils on there were essential oils that included tea tree oil, rosemary oil, and all of that. And while those are good for some people, for my scalp, it literally hurt my scalp when I put it on there. So I just eliminated all of that and I used carrier oils, and I started to apply those oils onto my scalp about every other day. And after a couple of months, I did start to see my hair growing back, and I was so happy about that. And after perfecting that formula, I went on to making our moisturizing leave-in conditioner. And y'all, I love me a good leave-in conditioner. I was that girl who was in Walmart and in Target buying all the leave-in conditioner every time I got paid. Like I would literally buy all the leave-in conditioner because I just loved it. But I never stuck with just one leave-in conditioner because I never found that one that was perfect for my hair. It was always missing something. So every other week I'll go and try a new one. And there were some good ones out there. I'm not knocking anybody, but there was nothing that was perfect for my hair. So I have like 3B, 3C hair. It's like a mixture of it there. So it was hard. Like some of the products were too thick or they were too thin, or or they were too drying. So I wanted to make a product that was going to have a lot of slip, and I also wanted it to be very hydrating. I didn't want to add leave-in conditioner every single day. And so y'all, I went on to research how to make a leave-in conditioner, and I'm not a scientist, I'm not a chemist, but that was hard. Like, it was so hard to do. I researched day and night on how to make a leave-in conditioner product. When you have a leave-in conditioner, you have to use water and also oils, and oils and water, they don't mix. So I had to figure out, okay, how am I supposed to do this? And then I learned about emulsifying and stabilization and all of these things. So I was reading like every single day how to make this, and then I started to formulate the products. It was the most stressful thing ever. Like, the formulas were horrible that I wrote down. There was so many products that I just chucked and threw out. Like, I know I wasted a lot of money, but ultimately it wasn't a waste because I ended up making my perfect moisturizing leave-in conditioner that I sell now. It took probably about, I know I wrote it down in a book, but I think it was around 9 months to formulate, and that was like the longest time I ever like dedicated to one particular item. But every time I made it, it got a little bit better and then a little bit better, and then sometimes I had to backtrack and then go back again. But I kept at it until I finally came up with what I call the perfect leave-in conditioner. So I remember the day when I finalized my formula. I remember I was so happy with it. I put it on my hair. It felt so good, y'all. It felt so good, and I was like, this is the one. I put it in a jar, I closed it up, and I put it in the bathroom. And me and my sister lived together, so I put it in the bathroom so she could use it. I forget which day it was, but she went into the bathroom to do her hair, and when she went to use the leave-in conditioner, I was lying across the bed and she yelled down the hall, "Tina, did you make this?" I just remember that, y'all. And I was like, yeah. She was like, this is the best stuff I've ever used. And y'all, I lied to you not, she has been using my leave-in conditioner ever since, and it's been about like, what, 3 years now, and it literally is that good. It's super lightweight, it's very hydrating, and you don't need to use a lot. Like, a little bit goes a long way. And also, it has so much slip, y'all. Like, you could tell the difference from my leave-in conditioner than the leave-in conditioners that you'll buy in the store. Like, it's a complete different texture almost, and it's just really good. It's really good. You guys have to try it one day if you haven't already. So that is actually how I started XM Beauty. My sister started buying my products, and then my family members, and then I had a few people telling me that, hey, you should actually make this into a business. And so that is exactly what I did. I created a business name, I created a domain, I got social media handles, and I started to promote my products. I researched everything online that I needed for my business. So I literally went on YouTube and I typed in how to start a business, what items do I need to start a business, and all that stuff. And I wrote down everything that I needed, and I started ordering those products. So that is pretty much how XM Beauty started. It started from me suffering from postpartum hair loss and me trying to find a solution that can help myself, and then other people started wanting my products. So then I decided to create a business out of it. A lot of you guys know me for my sewn items, not even my hair care. So that actually came later. So it was actually about a year after I started making my hair care products that I started to sew. The story with that was I was already making the products. I had already perfected my formulas, and I was a mom. I was always at home, so I felt like I was losing myself. Y'all know, if you guys are a mom, like, everything that you do is for your child, and I was literally losing myself. I just went through like a really bad breakup, and then having a newborn baby. It was really tough on me mentally, so I wanted something for myself. And I remember, like, I would go up to the attic every now and again, and I would see my sister's sewing machine in there, and so it was just sitting there and she wasn't using it. So one day I asked her, I was like, Vanessa, hey, can I use your sewing machine? I just want to play around with it. And she was like, girl, go ahead, we'll see how long this lasts. And I was like, all right, whatever. But she despised sewing, y'all. She hates sewing with a passion. It's just not for her, and it's not for a lot of people. But for me, I've always seen my mom sew. I never really got into sewing. I did crochet a little bit when I was younger. So I remember I took the sewing machine down from the attic, I plugged it in, and I literally used YouTube as a search engine. So I went on YouTube and I typed in how to maintenance a sewing machine, how to thread a sewing machine, how to change a bobbin, how to sew, and the answers were right there on YouTube, y'all. I just had to go in there and look for it. and I started playing around with the sewing machine. And after a while, y'all, I really started to enjoy it. And the first product I ever made was a scrunchie, and I'll try to insert it on the screen, y'all. It was not good, but I was so proud of it because I was like, I actually sewed for the first time. And yeah, so that's how I started incorporating sewed items into my shop, and it kind of took over my shop where my hair care became like the back burner of the shop. But I really want to change that focus because I did start my business for a specific reason, and that was to help people that were suffering from postpartum hair loss. So I really want to start promoting my items a little bit more in that department. But sewing really is like my happy place. I love sewing. I have a sign over there that says sewing is my therapy. I just get in the zone. I put my headphones on and I can literally sew all day. I love to do it, and I love making hair care too, but I just incorporated it all in there because it's pretty much like all under the beauty thing, because I have hair care, and then I also sell like hair accessories and a few other accessories. So I feel like it just all works. And also, like when I do in-person events, I feel like I have a good variety. So if people don't want hair care, they can still buy other things as well, like book sleeves, lanyards, wristlets, stuff like that. So I feel like I have a good rounded shop, and I feel like I have the perfect shop for gifts as well. So this is the brief answer of how X and Beauty got started. I love sharing my story with people because I really did start from like really small beginnings. And now I'm going to answer a few common questions that I get both online and in person, so I can help somebody in that area as well. So the first question I get a lot is, what does X and Beauty stand for? Because my name is Tina. X and Beauty stands for Zena, Mary, and Butler. That is my daughter, y'all. So my business is actually named after my daughter, Zena. And the reason I named it after Zena is because, first of all, she is the one that made me lose my hair. So so it's only fitting that I use her name for the business name. So the second most common question people ask me is how I fund my business as a single mom. And a lot of people in person ask me this because I feel like most people I talk to, they are interested in wanting to start a business and they just really want to know. So I actually started my business with a stimulus check, y'all. That $1,200 stimulus check that was sent out. Do y'all remember that? I invested that money into my business. So I used that money to buy products and equipment for my business. So that is how I funded my business. I put all that money in there. I got my initial items like my shipping supplies, my thermal printer. What else did I get with that? I got my products, my raw materials. I got packaging. I got a lot of stuff with that $1,200. And then when I started making sales, I invested everything that I got from sales right back into the business. And then when my daughter was a little bit older, I ended up getting a job overnight at Wegmans. So I was working from 11 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the morning to make a few extra dollars so I can fund my business and also just take care of some of my personal bills myself. But at the time I was living with my sister, and I still am currently living with my sister. So yeah, like my expenses were not that high for my actual living expenses. So a lot of my money could go right into my business. So yeah, that is how I funded X and Beauty, and that is how I currently fund X and Beauty. Everything that I make, any orders that I get, any sales that I make from in-person events literally goes right back into the business. And the third question that I get asked a lot is, which platform did I start out with? And I started out with Etsy, and a lot of people do not like Etsy, and I understand why, because the fees are ridiculous. I loved Etsy. Although they took a big penny of my money, it did get me sales, and it did get me also international sales. So I was able to get a lot of reach from that. But yeah, Etsy was the first platform that I've ever sold on, and I highly recommend Etsy. This is not sponsored at all, and maybe they'll sponsor me one day, but this is not sponsored at all. But I highly recommend Etsy for new sellers because it does get your name out there, especially if you use like their SEO and all of that stuff. But yeah, I'll try to make another video about that another day. And then as my business grew, I ended up getting my own website, which is on Shopify, and I actually currently still have Etsy as well, but I don't get like that many sales on Etsy. Most of the orders I get now are from Shopify. And the last important question that I get asked a lot is, how did I legalize my business? That is a great question. There's so many things out there, and it's kind of hard to figure out exactly what to do because you have to do so many things when you start a business, and there's so many different websites that offers all different things. But I came across this website called Legalizing, and I literally use them for everything, y'all. I highly recommend them. And again, no, this is not sponsored, y'all. LegalZoom is so good. They're a little bit more expensive than if you will go and get individual things from different places, but I like how everything is in one spot. I got my LLC through LegalZoom. I got my business license, my business permit, and also my EIN number, and they literally take care of all the work for you. And then once everything is approved, they send you a packet of all your information in a packet, so you'll have it ready to go. And if anything new comes out that you don't know about, they will always notify you, and they will always send over any documents that you have to sign. So I really love that about LegalZoom. And I think I spent around $597, which is a bit pricey, but it's a one-time fee. And then of course you have to update your business license and all of that. But that one-time fee gets you that LLC, it gets you the permit, it gets you an agent as well, and it also gets you that EIN number as well. But to get started, you don't need to get an LLC. That is just the route that I went, and I'm happy that I did. But you don't have to get any of that. In most cases, all you need is just a business license to get started. I just wanted to have everything just ready to go, so that is why I went the LLC route. But yeah, I highly recommend LegalZoom. So yeah, that is how I started my business, and a few questions that people asked me. And I really hope that this helps somebody, because when I started my business, I literally spent so much time researching, clicking on different videos to try to find all the information. But I got a little bit of information here, a little bit of information there, but it took so much time to get all of that information. So I'm happy to sit here and share where I got all of my information from. I know that it will help somebody, and I don't gatekeep over here. I love to share information. So thank you to the person who asked me that question on my video, because now I get to share with everybody else how I started X and Beauty. That is so important for you guys to even connect with me, because I literally started from nothing. I was a very new single mom. I had a brand new baby, and I started a business. Like, that's a lot, and I am proud of myself, but I just thank God that he got me through that season of starting a business and also being a newly single mom. And I also thank God for my family, who was there to, you know, help me during that time, help me watch my child, help me, you know, just be there for me. So I'm just so grateful. And if I can do it, y'all, anybody can do it. Anybody could do it. I was literally the worst case scenario, y'all. So if I could do it, you could do it. I promise y'all. So yeah, that is how I started X and Beauty, and I just hope that this helps somebody and also encourage somebody to go ahead and start that business that you want to start. And for anybody who wants to start a business, I got y'all. I just launched my ebook on my website, and it literally walks you through all the steps from the beginning all the way until you start selling your products. So if you don't know how to start at all, like you don't have a business name, you have an idea of what you want to do, but you don't know what you want to do, and like you want to know all the steps that you have to take, I got you. I put everything into a 71-page ebook that you guys can purchase and read, and it will help you out so much. All the information is in there, and it's such an easy read, y'all. I made sure that I wrote it in a way that anybody will be able to understand it. I also put real life examples in there as well, so it'll help you with marketing, it will help you with branding, also funding your business, like different ways to fund your business, finding your niche, and all of that stuff. So if you guys are interested, this is not for somebody who already has an established business. This is just for somebody who wants to start a business but just doesn't know where to start. This book is for you. So make sure you guys go grab that if you haven't done so already. I just launched it on January 1st, so I'm proud of myself because my goal was to get it done by the end of the month, and I got it done on the 1st. So I am so excited that I was able to do that. But yeah, I think I answered all of the questions, and I'm so happy that I sat down and talked to you guys about this, because I think it's very important that you guys know exactly how I started, because I know when you follow people online, sometimes you can compare yourself to people, and I just want y'all to know, and I want to always be transparent with y'all. Like, I started from a stimulus check. Come on, y'all. Come on. So if I can do it, you can do it too. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. Make sure you guys comment down below, and I'll see you guys